Hello and welcome to the Papyrus Global African News Update. I am Christiana Babayo and here are today's headlines. South Africa tightens security amid xenophobic attack concerns. Ecowas leaders meet to strengthen regional security and counter-terrorism. Kenya unveils economic relief package amid rising inflation. Sudan conflict, humanitarian agencies warn of worsening displacement crisis. Egypt boosts diplomatic engagement over Nile water, regional development. Africa Union calls for stronger border security collaboration. Ghana intensifies anti-corruption drive amid economic recovery plan. Ethiopia accelerates post-conflict reconstruction in northern regions. Somalia forces record gains against Al-Shabaab in military operations. Mozambique steps up disaster preparedness as cyclone season approaches. And now the news in details. South African authorities have tightened internal security across key provinces amid growing concerns over renewed xenophobic attacks targeting foreign nationals. Security agencies say patrols have been increased in hotspots following reports of harassment and sporadic violence in some communities. The government has urged calm and warned against any form of retaliatory violence. Officials say law enforcement will act decisively to protect lives and property while engaging community leaders to ease tensions. Human rights groups are also calling for stronger preventive measures and public awareness campaigns nationwide. Leaders of the Economic Community of West African States (Ecowas) have met to review regional security strategies and strengthen counter-terrorism cooperation across West Africa. The meeting focused on rising extremist threats, cross-border crimes and intelligence sharing among member states. Officials say the discussions aim to improve joint military coordination and enhance rapid response mechanisms in affected areas. ECOWAS leaders also reiterated commitment to restoring stability in conflict-prone zones and strengthening collaboration with international partners to address insecurity across the region effectively. The government of Kenya has announced a new economic relief package aimed at easing pressure on households affected by rising inflation. Officials say the measures include targeted subsidies, tax adjustments, and support for low-income families struggling with increased costs of food, fuel, and basic services. The initiative is part of broader efforts to stabilize the economy and protect vulnerable citizens. Authorities say the package will be rolled out in phases, with a focus on boosting purchasing power and sustaining economic recovery nationwide. Humanitarian agencies have warned of a worsening displacement crisis in Sudan as the ongoing civil war continues to affect several regions. Aid organizations say thousands of civilians are being forced to flee their homes due to escalating clashes between rival forces. They report severe shortages of food, shelter, and medical supplies in affected areas. The agencies are calling for urgent international intervention to scale up humanitarian assistance. They also urge all parties to the conflict to ensure safe access for aid delivery and protect civilians. Egypt has intensified diplomatic engagement with African partners over Nile water management and broader regional diplomatic development issues. Officials say the renewed outreach focuses on strengthening cooperation, resolving outstanding concerns, and promoting mutual benefits among Nile Basin countries. The discussions also cover trade, infrastructure, and water security challenges affecting the region. Cairo says it remains committed to dialogue and peaceful negotiations to address disputes. Analysts say the move is aimed at easing tensions while promoting sustainable development and stronger continental partnerships across Africa.
We will now go on a short break, and when we come back, the news will continue. Stay tuned.
The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
Welcome back, and now the news will continue.
The African Union has called for stronger border security collaboration among African nations to tackle rising arms trafficking and insurgency across the continent. Officials say porous borders continue to enable the movement of illegal weapons and armed groups, fueling instability in several regions. The AU is urging member states to enhance intelligence sharing, joint patrols and surveillance systems. It also stressed the need for coordinated regional strategies to address terrorism, protect civilians and strengthen peace and security frameworks across Africa. Ghana has intensified its anti-corruption drive as its economic recovery plan enters a new phase of implementation. Authorities say stronger enforcement measures, asset recovery efforts, and tighter oversight of public funds are being rolled out to improve accountability and governance. Officials also report renewed audits across key ministries and state institutions. The government says the reform aims to restore public trust and stabilize the economy. It adds that fighting corruption remains central to ensuring sustainable growth and attracting investment across the country. Ethiopia has accelerated post-conflict reconstruction efforts in its northern regions, affected by years of fighting. Government officials say rebuilding projects are ongoing in key areas, focusing on roads, housing, healthcare, and essential public infrastructure. Authorities also report renewed efforts to restore basic services and support displaced communities returning home. The reconstruction program is aimed at stabilizing affected regions and promoting long-term recovery. Officials say collaboration with international partners remains crucial to funding and sustainable development initiatives and ensuring lasting peace in the area. Somalia's security forces say they have recorded significant gains against Al-Shabaab following coordinated military operations in several regions of the country. Officials report that joint offensives involving the army and allied local militias have led to the capture of key positions previously held by the militant group. They also say weapons were recovered and several fighters neutralized. The government says the operations are part of ongoing efforts to restore stability, protect civilians, and weaken extremist networks operating in rural and strategic areas nationwide. Mozambique has intensified disaster preparedness measures as the cyclone season raises concerns over potential flooding and coastal damage. Authorities say emergency response teams have been placed on high alert, while evacuation plans and early warning systems are being strengthened in vulnerable communities. The government is also coordinating with humanitarian agencies to pre-position relief materials. Officials warn residents in high-risk areas to remain vigilant and adhere to safety advisories. The move aims to reduce loss of life and property during the expected severe weather period. And that brings us to the end of today's African News Update. Before we go, a recap of our main headlines. South Africa tightens security amid xenophobic attack concerns. Ecowas leaders meet to strengthen regional security and counter-terrorism. Kenya unveils economic relief package amid rising inflation. Sudan conflict, humanitarian agencies warn of worsening displacement crisis. For continuous coverage and breaking developments, stay connected with the Papyrus Global Television at papyrusdaily.com. I am your host, Christiana Babayo. Thank you for watching.